Okay, so let's do the insertion sort with the names. I had Steve, Dave, Clive, Emma and Sophie. Okay, so let's write them out. Steve, Dave, put the dot on the Dave, it's the second one. Clive, Emma and Sophie. So Dave comes before Steve, so I can now put that in. Dave, Steve, Clive, Emma and Sophie. And because it's an insertion sort, it didn't just swap position, it actually went to where it was supposed to be in the list up to that point. So let's rewrite this again. Dave, Steve, Clive, and the dot goes on top of the Clive. I've moved along a column. Then Emma and Sophie. So Clive and Steve, comparing them. Clive comes before Steve. Just got to figure out where he goes in the insertion, and he should go before Dave in the list. So I'll have Clive, Dave, Steve, and the rest of the list is unchanged after that point. Sophie. So let's just draw lines under these to make it clearer. So I've got Clive, Dave, Steve, Emma and Sophie. This time the dot goes on Emma, that's the one I'm working with. Emma goes before Steve, he comes before S in the alphabet. Just got to put it in the correct position, which would be here between Dave and Steve. Now this is, when you're programming, that's probably the hard part, is finding where to insert it, but we don't worry about that when we're doing the diagram. We just place it in there as though there's no problem. So Clive, Dave, Emma, Steve and Sophie. Draw a line under it. It's giving me Clive, Dave, Emma, Steve, Sophie, and the dot goes on top of Sophie. And once this is completed, because it's insertion sort, I only go through one pass, that will be it. And Sophie goes before Steve and after Emma. So my list is now Clive, Dave, Emma, Sophie and Steve. And what I forgot to do through all of this before it was sorted was to underline the item that I moved. So I moved Dave in that one, Clive in that one, Emma in that one and Sophie in that one. So that's what I would expect to see as a result if you had to do it or do the sort on strings in an insertion sort. Next one we'll do the bubble sort. As you can tell, it's probably going to be a little bit longer.